Okay, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to make a graph, and then you are going to make this graph on your own. Um, we looked at, we kept track of a student doing jumping jacks, and we wrote down how many total the student had done every 10 seconds. And so this was a running total. What we're going to be doing is making a coordinate graph for this data. So to make a coordinate graph, we're going to come down here at the bottom, make a coordinate graph. Uh, that's based on the x-axis, which is on the bottom here, or really we're making it on the bottom because really it goes on forever. And the y-axis is we're going to represent that over here. So where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect is called the origin. So I'm going to put a point there. That would be the point 0, 0. And what's really important when I make a graph is that the numbers on the axes have to go up in a pattern. So if this is 0, I can make any pattern I want. I can go up by 1s, I can go up by 2s, I can go up by 5s, 10s, 20s, whatever I want. So I'm going to choose to go up by 10s. So I'm going to go, this is 0, 10, 20, 30, and you get the idea. And so you're going to keep that going. And I'm going to pause the video and finish that. Okay, so somehow I didn't write every number, but I am going up. Each line is worth 10, so I did that. So this is the x-axis. So now I have to decide which of the two variables in my table is going to go on the x-axis. Well, the two variables I have in the table are time, because time is changing. Time is going up by tens. And then the number of jumping jacks. That's my other variable. That's the other thing that's changing. So one of these is the independent variable, and one's the dependent. So since the number of jumping jacks depends on how long that you're jumping, the number of jumping jacks is the dependent variable, and the time is the independent variable, because the time is in control. So the longer they do the jumping jacks for, the longer time passes, the more jumping jacks they do. So the time is in control, and the jumping jacks depend on the time. So that means the independent variable always goes on the x-axis. So then the time will go down here. This will be time, and that's in seconds. And your jumping jacks will be over here because that's the dependent variable. So I'm going to label my axes, okay? And now I need to pick a scale. Well, since I know I'm going from 0 jumping jacks to 119, I'm actually going to pick the same scale, but I don't have to. I can pick any scale I wanted, but I'm actually going to make the same scale here for the y-axis. So I'm going to go up by tens. So this is 10 jumping jacks, 20, 30, 40, and I'm numbering the line. So this is 50, this is 60. I'm rating every other number. 70, this is 80, 90, this is 100 jumping jacks, 110, and 120 jumping jacks. So now I've gotten my scale down. It's really important that we go up by the pattern. We cannot just write down random numbers. So I have my time as the x-axis, the dependent variable is jumping jacks, that's on the y-axis, and I have my scale set up. So the next thing I'm going to do is plot the points because I'm making it a coordinate graph. So the first coordinate pair is 0, 0. The next coordinate pair is 10, 10. So I'm going to go over to 10 seconds and go up to 10 jumping jacks, and that's 10, 10. The next coordinate pair in my table I have is 20 seconds and 19 jumping jacks. Well, 19 jumping jacks is going to be just below 20. So I'm going to put a point just below the 20. I'm not going to round up. And then, so you're going to go from there. So like sometimes the points will be right on the line. Like the next one is 30, 30. So 30 is an easy to read point. It's right there on the line. And sometimes you have to estimate. Like when we get to 50 jumping jacks, 50 seconds, he did 51 jumping jacks. So it's a little bit above the line. So when you get done, you're going to look and see, and then you are going to describe the graph, like what shape is the graph, okay? So finish plotting all the points and describe the graph, and then when you get done with that, you can turn it over to the back and read over question 3 and see if you agree or not and explain. All right, thanks.